Yeah, that was tough.
But you do it. You do it for the love of the fucking sport. Excuse my language, but God,
it was hot and sweaty and stinky in that room. It was bad.
Nah, the concave body in the middle of like a separated that is so funny.
Yeah. I tried to figure it out as the weekend went on, but it was a tough start for me.
Yeah.
That was 2015, so I was still strictly a competitor then. But we got winners finals going on. The two teams we've seen win so far, it's Aklo and Foxy Grandpa in red versus Kevin Maples and Eve in blue.
Dude, this is gonna be a 6-set.
Yeah,
actually, I'm so excited.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about Fox Pup versus Fox Chic is that I feel the stages don't matter that much anymore. You know, right? Like, they try to do somewhat similar things a lot of the time. Chic and Puff, in a way, are kind of analogous characters and teams. Like, they have a lot of, some of their strengths are similar, right? Some of their game plans are going to be similar when playing with the Fox.
Spaced aerials.
Yeah, like the way they can close an edge guard fast, they can sort of stock tank, control space, all that sort of stuff.
Okay. That's a great word. You say analogous?
I think so.
Yeah, that was good.
Thanks. In elementary school, they had me take 2 English classes a day.
Were you not a native speaker?
No, I was. It was just, they thought it was important, I guess.
Yeah. Where was this? What state? What?
It's Delaware. It was a private school, which I think is why they value that.
Oh, jumps out. And at least the other team has a way to kill Puff in this situation, you know? Whereas the last set, double Chic
really does make it. Rest is still one of the most powerful tools Puff has in her arsenal. However, it's not without its risk in this matchup, like it was in the last.
Up to, I would love to see the up to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand wanting to do the fair right away. You want to hit Fox a little bit lower with that semi-spike of yours, and also there wasn't much time. However, hitting a move is better than not hitting a move, and so if you're not going to hit the forward air, that helps.
Yeah, it's just in an ambiguous spot like that where the Fox kind of drift behind you and in front of you, like, put a hitbox in front and in back. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe like a soft nair, like a floating nair. That's kind of how I'm just Falco, you know, like Falco just has such big hitboxes, they all like just cover.
And there's a lot of weak move into strong move with Falco. Oh, up air your own teammate was trying to save maybe with first hit only or to get the other people out of there. The back air could finish it, yep. See, that's that sort of like Chic move. When they get hit off stage, you sort of conveyor belt them the rest of the way.
Fox with the longest recovery.
Nice shine low. It's dangerous, though. Eve not able to close the edge guard. Now you have very few jumps. That's the last one.
Close angles and nuts. The anklets. You know what I mean? The anklets.
I like anklets. Anklets is cool.
Yo, check his ankles. How many anklets he wearing? Gotta start capping how many anklets you can wear.
Yeah, so actually a really nice job from Fox and Grandpa there, just taking space, doing some zoning moves so Aklo can get back to the edge. Doesn't last too much longer though. Got a little advantage for Eve and Kevin Maples. Yeah, this is one of those stories so far this tournament for Eve and Kevin Maples where they're both very strong players. They're not like, you know, top 10 they're not, or something like that. But they're playing a strong team composition, and they're both pretty strong players. And right now they're going up against Fox Grandpa, who's a somewhat strong player. You know, I think not as strong as the other two.
Top 30, 40 range, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, not as strong as Aklo, which is where I was going. So they got a very strong player in Aklo and a somewhat strong player in Foxy Grandpa.
Yeah.
And the team that they just vanquished was one with a 14 composition of two very, very strong players, right? So they're hoping that they have the perfect combination of strength versus team composition that they can make it out of this tournament in the winning spot.
They're all the way in winner's final.
Yeah, and with that said, I thought they had the advantage in this game when I started that little ramble. I thought that it would end with at a point right about now. When I finished my story, I thought they would have won the game. However,
that's what I thought too. But then, as the story went on and it didn't end, I feel like you were setting up for a comeback. You know, like which would have been cool.
Well, Aklo and Foxy Grandpa have a counterpoint to that story, which is that they are literally related.
Yeah.
And they've got some synergy. They talk about the game. They learned it together, and they know each other's like habits deep in their core. They've worked out their team strategy with great detail, right? And so I think that is what finished that game for them. When they were able to get Kevin Maples' last stock off very quickly, that's what
they went in that mode. They went in that mode.
Yeah, and it was their coordination that brought them on top of this, this other very strong team. So we have quite a hell of a set ahead of us.
I'm so excited. I'm actually so excited. I love doubles so much.
Yeah, this is one of those where both teams, their strengths are different, but they're like, it's impossible to tell who's going to win partially because of that, right? Right up there.
Okay.
Yeah, and gets the back air.
But look at that. That's the first time we've seen a puck get punched for trying to save the Fox. And,
Yeah, it's because they were at pretty high percent, for sure.
And look at that. The
miss.
Fox just died because of the puck. Oh my God.
Kevin Maples just had to up smash. Instead, he ran off the stage and tried to back air or something. Oh, no.
Oh!
And a rest. Hold on, they're back in it. When did that happen?
Like that.
When did that happen?
Within the last 6 seconds.
Yeah.
It took one vine worth of time.
One vine. Yeah, let's measure time in vines.
Vines and Twitter characters.
It was a good finish for Kevin Maples, but the rest really brought them back in it.
Yeah. Oh, Scrap. He had Scrappy Doo up in here. The Fox is definitely Scrappy Doo of the Scooby-Doo world. Martha's Shaggy.
Honestly,
we need a Shaggy.
Honestly, Pikachu might be Scrappy Doo in melee.
Okay.
Because also kind of small and not that important of a character in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Nah, Scrappy Doo's important to me. I don't know.
You watch the second live-action movie? You know what I'm talking about? Scrappy Doo's in it. You might like that one.
Is he in the first one?
No.
He don't turn all goblin mode and
That's
he
the
gets...
second one.
Okay, yeah. Where you get...
I knew you'd like that.
Bro, Diesel Scrappy Doo with monstrous form. That's crazy. But 4 stocks apiece. Look at the roles you were saying. Stock tank.
Yeah.
Sheik and Puff doing the thing.
Yeah, and I mean, both teams have been able to find the somewhat been taking stocks, but different ways, right?
Yeah.
Blue team's been taking stocks very explosively with the rest, with that edge guard earlier. I guess Aklo did too with that the first 2 stocks they took. No one's maintained an advantage for very long. And again,
with the swing, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, they're at such high percent that it's very close to even. It's been a narrow advantage one way. It's been a seesaw game.
Pantalo game. Oh, he's going for the and the Sheik's like, nah, you ain't gonna choose my boy freely.
Reaches a little too far, and now as the Puff, one of the dangerous things as a Puff player, as someone in the stock tank position, is do you try to tank the stock so long you don't even participate in the game anymore? Because then you're no longer contributing.
You're not even useful.
But it looks like Eve is getting in the mix enough, trying to make a difference. And even though you lose your stock there, I think you did what you had to do. Your pressure from that side may have allowed Kevin Maples to get back onto the stage.
If that would have led to a rest, bro, oh my God.
Yeah, the up air is kind of a nice call too. You don't know whether the rest is going to happen.
God, that was beautiful. That was pretty. That was cool.
Well, I like the nair all the way through from Eve. Pretty safe move. Back air may finish the job. Yep, they're going to try to occupy Foxy Grandpa. No, Foxy Grandpa does enough.
Smart recovery. Stall, side B. It's slow, explosive. But that's Aklo, yeah? Is that not?
That is Aklo off the stage, that's correct. It's Foxy Grandpa left in the 2v1. Sheik not the strongest 2v1 character. Yeah, Eve does a great job contesting the ledge.
Ooh, I thought it was going to be like a returning fair, smack the Puff off the pineapple. Say what's up to SpongeBob while you're down there, and then it would have been like,
Grab a Foxy Grandpa hat. Yeah, we have a 1-1 game, and that second game, I mean, that was turbulent.
Yes. It was handsome.
That
it was guapo. You speak any other languages?
A very, very small amount of Spanish, so I know that guapo was handsome as well.
Yeah.
And my first language is Blarney.
Which one is it?
Blarney.
Is that from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he learns the other English?
It's I think it's Irish.
Oh yeah.
It's an Irish way of saying that you speak BS, you just make stuff up all the time. You have like a silver tongue, you know.
In the worst way, my joke was also I think Irish or something, What? Gaelic is the written language, I believe? I don't know. Gaelic is a language, possibly.
Or a dialect, I think. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So I think we were in the same place, even though we didn't mean to be. You know?
Yeah, we crossed paths.
That's Philadelphia. Oh, and he's so hard to edge guard. Is he not? That red Fox?
Definitely. Yeah, knows all his options. I also think part of him being hard to edge guard is the credit of Foxy Grandpa.
Beautiful. He's not dead.
Yeah, and it's because, again, Foxy Grandpa recognizes this is the time I need to make just a little bit of space on stage. The one thing Foxy Grandpa excels at for sure is like incrementally working his way up. Great needle to save Aklo again. He's still alive. More needles to knock Puff off the stage. No save. Foxy Grandpa going crazy on this stuff.
Yo, supporter McGee over here.
Yeah, that is one of those things that Sheik is particularly. Those needles are so good for offstage assistance.
Bro, because you give Fox 3 up Bs, he's gonna make it back.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the end of the story. I don't care if you have a Puff and a Mark. Like, a Fox with 3 up Bs is probably gonna get back.
And then Fox Grandpa also used the 45-degree angle needles from the air in order to get that Puff edge guard.
Yeah,
so it was, I mean, good all around. And I mean, you called it out early, that ability to keep Aklo alive for so long has them in the lead right now.
This is the same stock? Oh my God, but then...
No, it's the next stock, but they were able to put on so much percent before he died. Oh, goes for a shine, dangerous. Smart call on the air dodge, or that would have not have ended well.
Slide on, back air. A little bit lazy with the coming down with the back air. And super play. Off the top. Double invincible red team right now.
Down smash does not quite finish Puff. They have a little 2v1. They take pretty good advantage of it. I mean, they take Kevin Maple stock for it.
Yeah, and I felt like missing the move helped because then Kevin Maple missed the tag and led to the up smash.
Yeah, it kind of was an accidental tech tag. Or maybe it was on purpose, but I think it was. Wait, Foxy Grandpa with a huge early edge guard.
And Puff's too slow to go help. That's the thing. Like, and I don't know if Aklo was kind of distracting Puff, but like Puff just couldn't.
I gotta say, Foxy Grandpa's influence is being felt this game. I love when the support Sheik does the job.
Yeah. Hey! what we got cooking?
A nice combo from Aklo on the Kevin Maples on the side.
Down smash from Sheik.
Yeah, we have a 2-stock lead for the red team.
2 Sheik stocks, 1 Fox stock.
Okay, wow, that is actually quite a roll from Eve. They both try. You have to pick the exact right moment in a 1v2 to roll out, or else one of them is going to clip you.
The crowd's cheering for Eve. I'm cheering for Eve. Let's go.
Oh, we're back.
It's a Himalayan mountain to climb. It's an Everest, if you will.
Apparently the crowd was not happy looking at our faces. I don't know how I feel about that.
they started booing. Okay. I don't know what's happening.
Eve working on the slow comeback. Oh, it looks like it's flickering for him. Yeah. Zeph dealing with all the tech issues. He knows what's up.
The burst dash attack, I love it. Drill up smash. The streets wanted it to kill so bad.
Oh, forward air up smash. He's got forward air.
The sync taunt. Oh my God, these guys. That was wild though. The fastest fair.
Yeah, I mean that was quite a. The game 2, dead even, swinging back and forth. Game 3, red team in general, but Foxy Grandpa, man, what a crazy double this game play that was.
He turned up.
So I guess what do you do to neutralize him? I think one of the things that Sheik really excels at is he was able to support from a spot where he was unbothered, right? He's letting Aklo engage and doing all the support stuff. You probably, it's scary to do against Aklo. You probably need to split the 2 1v1s every now and then. Yeah. You need to get in the middle, divide them up, occupy Foxy Grandpa so that he can't, like, imagine fighting one-on-one with Aklo, but Aklo has help, right? Like, that's what you don't want. I don't think a player in the world could take him on under those circumstances.
I mean, everything I see him at, he's top 5. Everything that I've seen him like enter.
Aklo is top notch for sure.
He's one of those players that, like, I think of him, like him, Club, Nun, and Mango. I feel like their like melee awareness is like just
very fast decision makers. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a few players like that out there. That
and then their hands can so like fast. React to
yeah. I think FD is a good stage to sort of do what I was hoping that they would try to do, which is to engage Foxy Grandpa sometimes, because now he has a little bit less ways to maneuver around, right? We talked about in previous sets how she really likes to use the platforms to maneuver and get into those positions where he'll be able to support. It's a little bit harder on FD.
Smash out of shield, like Dr. Mario.
The run forward down smash does bail the red team out of a difficult situation. Now they have the middle.
Unfortunate. It was a good idea to drift down with both red team like in the corner like that, because you might clip them off stage and now you got to edge guard. Unfortunately, Blue Fox was up tilting and killed its own brother.
Aklo side B's inside of stage. I do like the decision Aklo made to try to save Foxy Grandpa from a rest, which is to do like an approaching drill, because if the rest hits, the drill saves it. And if they don't rest yet, then you're going to hit the puff as well when you do the drill, so they won't be able to rest. But loses the stock early due to a little bit of a low illusion and an edge guard.
And that might be like that kind of power shield thing. You know when you power shield, sometimes acting out of shield becomes a little like harder?
Yes, yeah, because the time, was the timing?
Yeah, like you can do, like grounded moves immediately, but like there might be stun before jumping. Something like that. Something like that. Who's to say? This is a game. It's a little sloppier than the first 3 games, but blue team with the advantage.
Yeah, it's funny that they're on FD, but I think both teams are, maybe it's because the red team's so set on playing together, they're still rather close in proximity, like just in like the literal space between them through most of the game. And the way that the blue team's been trying to take advantage is they're sort of letting the red team like be the 2 middle players and then like crunching them from the outside.
Yeah.
That's happened several times throughout the game.
Aklo with that weird up B that was actually kind of like saved his boy.
Those needles kind of saved Aklo too from off stage.
Yeah. Disrupted everything.
He saved him from the top rope.
Goes for the week back here. Ooh, air dodge of the month! It's a bear of the week!
And a good save from Eve.
Into the angle of the day.
Oh, and then an early kill against Aklo.
They said, nah, we ain't banging with it. We did those plays were amazing. That air dodge into like bear, and then you kind of like it crumbles, and you're like, all right, next game, onward.
Even though there are more stocks in a game of doubles than singles, it still feels like 1 or 2 miscues is enough to end the game. Yeah. And I think that the red team had them pretty early on.
With that side B, that low side B, like it was a double edge guard on the left side of the stage early.
Yeah.
And that came to kind of swang it.
Doubles is a game where a lot of damage is going to be sort of naturally traded back and forth in the chaos. And the winning teams will find the moments that emerge from the chaos that are decisive, right? Like that edge guard that you can hit early, or that time you can save your teammate that's safe or something. Like those are the moments you have to find. Here on Yoshi's, which definitely affects the kill percent of Puff more than it does of Sheik, right?
Yes.
So you have that going for you, along with the obvious neutral changes. Smart bear. Notice the cloud is there to stay safe.
The damn power shield on random. And 1,000%. He's in 1,000% control of his character, man. Jeez Louise.
A very, very narrow advantage for red team so far.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, the Foxes really have been scrapping out center stage most of the time. That seems to be what both teams sort of want.
45 hitboxes a second, a minute, whatever.
41 hitboxes a second is something.
Oh, messes up the multi-sands, I believe. Kind of turns around.
Able to get the shield out. Getting an edge guard on Aklo. Smart. See, that is a big difference. Instead of engaging Aklo directly, they know Foxy Grandpa's capable of making a save, so they stop him from doing so. He was running over there to Needle, 100%.
Yeah.
But he got clipped, so he couldn't. I think that keeps them in the game. Like, otherwise, this would have gotten a lot of hand.
How many have we seen from the Puff? The Puff Smash. Puffy Power. Another scrappy dude.
Puffy Power is a good one.
Oh my god.
Okay, and now an arrow advantage for even Kevin Maples, yeah. I think they made a couple of those crucial plays.
Yeah, pass around with a ping pong ball.
Yep, they are at high percent. How much percent, and if an edge guard happens to Aklo, can you make it back? That was very dangerous going off stage.
He's living.
Barely. Oh no, the edge guard.
That's the
Or
life.
the ledge dash failure. The SD, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I forgot my Smash vernacular.
Oh my.
Just dodges backward.
That was a swing, bro. We were talking about pendulums and
You know what's sad is, okay, a great combo to end it off,
yeah.
but like, that game was an either way game. He got messed
With the
up a little bit here and
SD,
there.
like no, the
I felt like
him
was getting
throwing it away.
a little bit flustered.